What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So I'm posting this not on the main channel or anything like that because on this channel it's about talking and I talk. The Cory X Kenshin situation is absolutely insane. I was in just minding my business, swiping on TikTok. I see this one guy. He's like, "Tell me it ain't true, bro, about Cory." I'm like, "Cory? Certainly not my Cory." And he was. I'm like, whoa, what is going on now? What is he being canceled again? Was he looking at another woman's butt? Like, what is going on? Apparently, this such wonderful person that many have looked up to is being accused of emotional and mental abuse and many other things that we are going to get into. Everything that is being said is accusations. Nothing is fact. Even with stuff going around now, nothing is fact. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty, and I stand by that no matter what. Even if what they did was horrible, I believe in a fair and just way to do everything. If he's a bad person, he's bad. Sure, I'm gonna be a little biased, but no way will I let someone I've looked up to get away scot-free without me saying anything. So let's get right into it. Let's go into his Twitter. Has he said anything? Nothing. Nothing. But again, like, it's like, you don't have to respond if it's not, just happening, which it's happening like a few hours ago. I watched this. I'm gonna give my opinion after. Now, you might be saying, "Whoa, this man needs to be stopped. He's a creep." Hold on. Let me bring you closer. It may be a joke. Now, yes, many jokes are unhinged. I've made unhinged jokes. I'm not going to lie. Back in the day, I was unhinged. I made so many questionable jokes, and I've now matured. I don't need to be racist to be funny. I don't need to be sexist to be funny. I don't need to do any of that. And back in the day, it was like that. I'm not sure why, but it just was. So this, although yes, it may be like a little, what are you talking about, man? It was how it was back in the day. Look how look how Cory looks. He is so younger than what we know him now. This was like years ago. Let's see the text messages. Also, where is this from? Where is this from? I need to know. Because, like, how can we know this is just him so, like, fast? Plus 10:21 a.m. Like, we need dates, we need months, we need years, we need everything like that. All we're seeing is, oh, 10:21 a.m. Cory Kenshin 2. Excuse me? No Cory X Kenshin, nothing like that. Not Cory X Kenshin. He does that. I don't remember ever seeing this. Maybe it's his, like, PlayStation thing. I've never played on PlayStation, so this may be it. So, let's read them. Okay, so what's up? You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck up your life some more. What? That was a joke, jeez. I was just asking. Never heard you curse before, that's why it threw me off. How long have you known this? How long have you known Cory before this? Because even out, and if he's cussing now, just because, wouldn't you be able to hear him cuss before that? Why are you confused now about him cussing if he never cussed before? And it would make sense if it's only been like a couple weeks, couple days, but if it's been like years, yeah, I don't buy that. But yeah, I need to know all of that. Um, we'll get into this later. Um, yeah, a lot of people are like, whoa. Many people are gonna switch up immediately. I'm not going to lie, I already know. Let's watch this. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. Okay. I have a couple of nitpicks. Why are you doing a trend? Why are you doing a trend? This is not funny. This is not anything. This is serious. Take it seriously. You're a grown woman. Take it seriously. You are literally making serious accusations to a man with a big following. And you are doing it with a trend. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I take this shit seriously. I know it's not my life, and you're probably like, oh, dude, get a life. And sure, I would, I would, but I just can't, dude. It's 12:36. I just saw this, and I can't just keep my inner thoughts to myself. So I'm gonna say them. Why are you doing a trend? Let's go to the second one. This, um, so I'm not sure about this. I haven't heard it all the way or watched it, but I don't know. Like, I read a little bit, you know, some things just don't sit right with me. Like, why are you putting these silences? Dude, say it. Why is there so many, too? Why are you doing this on TikTok? There's Twitter. And if you don't have Twitter, get Twitter. Make a long post, make a thread or anything. Or type it in a Google Doc, post it. Boom. You know, this is not how to go about things. I don't know how you thought this was to go. I'm not defending Cory. I'm not defending anyone. But this is really strange to me. And I just want you guys to think it through before you just think. Okay? Don't act before thinking. So let's keep looking. She talks about how Cory apparently manipulated her through, you know, leaving her on red and everything else, and she's mad now because people are saying, oh, he's such a great guy, he's such a role model. And this is another weird thing. Okay, see how she cusses. I'm not saying cussing is bad, you know, I cuss, it's nothing bad. But then I think a little later, or maybe before, she decides to do like this stuff. I don't know who does that, unless it's people who are, you know, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just weird. It's weird. You can text however you like, but it's just a little weird to me. She does this a couple times, but maybe she stepped back a couple times, went back in, you know, did that. I'm not judging. Um, yeah. It's like, it's just that, really. She goes on a rant saying, yeah, this. I don't know. Some of these I just find it hard to believe, but I'm gonna read through this a little bit. I want you guys to sit with this image for a little bit. What the fuck is this? What is this? It's like, what are we doing? What are we actually doing? Because if this is how you're going about things, stop. Stop while you can. And I don't think she did stop. I don't think she did stop. I read it. Apparently Cory was with some other woman and he got defensive and he said it was his sister and then ghosted her and all the stuff again, because apparently this happens where he ghosts her and then she comes back. I'm not saying it's a lie, but what I am saying, I need testimonies, I need receipts, I need more than just your fucking word. I need people who were involved, because I know damn well that you two are not the only people who know. If this is even a thing. Give me a second. You have people like Dashy, people like Burleezy who know him in person and everything. Let me just see if there's anything with Cory. On Instagram, anything? Nothing on Instagram, nothing on X. And that's all I know. So, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let's just go to her page. Part 2, she got 3 whole parts. 3. I don't know what that is. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Well, glad she survived that. I think I understand what it is now. But like, it's such a shift. Like from all of these, normal, just this. Let's keep going. Alright. Okay, so it's Xbox. Alright, I'm gonna. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna ask this. Why did he go into Xbox messages? And can we see those? I want to see the messages. And if you're saying, oh, well, that's private, what you're saying now is private. Might as well, if you're going in guns blazing, bring all the ammo. Don't do this. Oh, part 3, guys, part 3. No. Be like, boom, receipts, boom, photos, boom, videos, boom, messages. I don't want this bullshit. I want the facts. Even if I'm a Cory fan, I want to know who I am looking up to isn't a monster. I've done so before with popular MMOs. He's not a monster, but damn, look where he is now. You can't be doing this. You can't be tap dancing around the conversation. You gotta go head on. Let me read this. Alright, I got to this point. There's more messages. So I'm glad she is doing that. Alright. One thing I need to ask though, and I just want to point out, not ask, but just point out. You didn't come back to make things right. You came back because fucking with me made you powerful. feel powerful. Why would someone with millions of subscribers want to feel powerful by manipulating someone in their private life, knowing that full well that they might speak up about it? Also, ignore that message from the right. Okay, let's read these. Because I wanted you. Wanted me how? Like how I've had you. Like in a relationship type of way or something else? Like something else. That's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy. I know that. I wasn't just about to message you after a year and ask you to be my girlfriend. But I guess I was just a good fuck for you. When you said relationship, I thought you meant I was just gonna ask you out. Not. I mean, you were, but that's not all you were. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You're with someone. That's how it felt at the time. Even if it wasn't, I wouldn't have let you again. And when I did that with you, is something is just I just don't do with anyone. You wouldn't have let me fuck again, lol. No, I wouldn't. I'm glad I'm the same. I don't fuck anyone, double bummer. The difference between you and I is I don't do it with just anyone because I was sexually abused. I'm not scared to say these things. I'm not saying that for you to feel bad or whatever, but for you to understand. I know you told me that. I didn't know I got lumped into the category with the person that did that. Because I was being used for that. I guess that time when you told me how you felt was not real too. So she's an essay survivor. I hope that is true. Because if it isn't, I'm not saying I hope you did get essayed. It's that if you didn't and you're doing this now, you lied both times, is going to really look bad. I want you to play this carefully. Okay? Play this carefully. Let's continue. I don't know what to do, man. I wanted to continue, but it's like it's just like in my personal life, I know people who have been essayed. I know very close people, and it's just like this is so different. Like young people, adults, all around I've known. And I'm not putting her into the category into the rest of them, but I've never seen someone do it like this. I've seen people go back. I'm not judging anyone for that. I've seen people go back. I've went back sometimes. But to this extent is a little much. Let's just continue going. Backpedaling. You were never used for sex. I need to make sure you understand that. I loved you. And like I said, didn't have my shit together. You loved me? How is that possible? I'm guessing that's the end. You have that. This part. Okay. I try to like continue reading after the ending is like I get it. I get it a little bit. Okay? It's like what even is love? But like I don't know. These are my opinions. I am not some kind of judge. I am just someone standing on the sidelines looking in and making sure you don't waste your time. Okay? I'm reading these, I'm giving you brief statements. She is talking about how Cory had everything. So he didn't have to do this. He manipulated her into giving her body to him. Um and it's just she feels like she needed to do this and she's really mad. She's really upset. Anyone would be. It's like I don't know the word. It's just it's natural. But I'm gonna keep going. Okay, really, very next one. How would I feel if this was real? I would immediately stop supporting him, and then there's nothing else I can do. he is such a big figure. It's like you can't, you don't have the power like you used to anymore with these type of stuff. Like so many people in Hollywood and everything else, they're not blamed for anymore. Sorry, but that's the truth. That's the reality. No one cares deeply. And it sucks. It really does suck. When the Me Too movement happened, it was great. Women and men were able to speak out, and it was such a good moment where all the assholes and jerks and people who deserved to have their lives ruined were exposed. But then came the fake ones, the ones who didn't give a shit about the real survivors and accused of people like Saber Spark. I don't know if that is true. I'm still like out of the loop and all of that, but what I'm hearing from both sides is like Saberspark is not in the wrong. And the other creator is. And I've seen evidence. It is fucked up. But you cannot be doing this so like this. Part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Oh, little snippets. Oh, look at this picture we took when we were together. No. No, no, no. You can't be doing that. You cannot be doing this. Oh, look at this trend I'm doing, guys. You are a grown adult. And you think this is the best way to do it? I want you to question how you're doing this. Really think, is this how I want this to go? I'm just gonna keep reading. Okay, so she's talking about her breast cancer and everything, which I am glad, or maybe she's not even over with it, but if she is, I am glad it's over with. I have lost my best friend to cancer, and I believed she did survive it. She has the evidence. She knows what she's talking about. And this is apparently what Cory said. That was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever. Let us see the contact information. Block out the number, but just let us see the history too. Like what? What did you say before that? And like we need to go back. Why are you only showing us this? Okay. So she talked about how Cory's mother went through it and how cruel he is for making that joke because of how she revealed it. One thing I hope she is not trying to do is rope someone into it. Now, yes, I did say people. And if that means a mother, fine. But do not rope someone into it who doesn't know. If her mother knew about the relationship, then I hope she makes a statement. Because that would be the biggest piece of evidence you have so far. But we've seen this play out with forged messages. I'm not saying they are, but we have seen this before, how they can be. So I just want all of this to not be fake. And I hope she's not exaggerating anything, because some people do that. And here comes the part 3. Part 3. We are introduced with 2 people. And who I do not know. And Brandon. who I remember from many videos. Bang Bang Brandon. I'm sure if you're watching this, you know. But basically, before this, N was someone in the community who, in Cory's community, who was doing things to, like, she was doing horrible things as well, manipulating and all of this stuff. And she's being called out for it. Then this person was in the mix, and she was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, take it down. I was not part of it." So they did. That happened, and then she was like, "This is not new for Cory. He's done stuff like this before." And we don't know who N is, or I don't know who N is. If you guys do know, please tell me down in the comments. But now we're bringing Brandon in, and I hope Brandon says something. Because if you're bringing up another famous person and accusing them of spying and like trying to see, I knew it. Bang, bang, Brandon. First, let's see. Let us see if Bang Bang Brandon has done anything. Nothing. I see nothing. Let's keep going. Oh, also, um, Cory supposedly knew about everything, the forging of stories and everything and all that. She thinks that Brandon watched her stuff because Cory wanted to know. So, but also, why would Cory use one of their friends to check on you instead of just making a random account? Apparently, there's another woman. Okay, I'm going to read this because why speak now is literally my top question. As if timing ever made truth more comfortable, because I was tired of living like your name held more weight than my voice, tired of wondering if speaking would get me heard or destroyed, afraid that the second I said your name, people would stop seeing me and start labeling, that the world would care more about protecting your reputation than hearing what you did, while everything I am, everything I built, just risked being overshadowed by you. Some people told me to stay quiet, thinking it would protect me, but that kind of protection still hurt, because it made me feel like the world wasn't ready to hear the truth. Maybe it still isn't, maybe they'll side with you. But I'd rather be hated for telling the truth than stay silent to protect your comfort or denial. This was never about revenge, this is about accountability. You were kindness in public and cruelty in private, and silence helped you get away with both. I'm done swallowing my story so you can keep your fake reputation intact. Why didn't I leave? Because, fuck, I was human. Because I wanted to believe he wasn't cold as he acted. Because part of me thought love meant something worth fighting. When fighting through the worst, people love to ask, why didn't you just leave? Like they ever clung to the wrong person out of hope. Like they never swallowed their own voice just to keep the peace. But they never asked, why did he make it so hard? Why did he keep coming back just enough to confuse me? Why did he never let me go, but never fully choose me either? I didn't stay because I was weak. I stayed because I wanted to believe it would get better. Because I forgot what I was worth. Because I didn't know how much damage had been done. Because you're constantly made to feel like you're the issue. You start believing the pain is what you deserve. But I'm not that girl anymore. Even soft girls snap even when they've had enough. And I fucking had enough. And behind all of that, life was fucking heavy. I was dragging pain nobody could see and trying to survive shit I could even name. Let's get one thing straight. I didn't write this for you to believe me. I'm not here to ruin him. I'm not asking you to pick sides. I'm asking you to sit with the truth, even if it makes you sick. He hurt people he manipulated, discarded, and walked away clean every time. Not the first, and I won't be the last. Unless someone finally says something I didn't speak up for years. Not because I had nothing to say, but because I knew how this world treats women. To speak against men with status, I knew I'd be labeled bitter, jealous, unstable. I knew his fans would tear me down before they ever tried to understand me, because I knew people would stop seeing me and only see who I was connected to. You don't know me, but you don't know him either. You know the version he shows you, the only one you want to believe. You weren't there, I was. If you want to excuse him, go ahead. Own what you're defending, because now you're a part of it. You're not defending a good man, you're defending a mask. You can side with him, just don't act surprised when more stories surface. You've been warned. He didn't just hurt me, he hurt many. Your loyalty to him doesn't make you brave, it makes you blind. With the girl still watching him with hard eyes in your eyes, thinking you'd be the exception because you're different, prettier, more understanding, more his type. You won't be. He doesn't need a better woman. He needs to be a better man. He won't be. He could be stunning, soft, loyal, everything he claims he wants, and still it won't stop what's coming. Because he doesn't just hurt people, he mentally chips away at them. It makes you question your worth, your memory, your tone, your reactions. That's not just bad communication, that's emotional, unstable, and mental abuse. Ask yourself this: would he stay if things got real, messy, vulnerable, human? Would he show up when there's nothing in it for him? Would he make you feel safe or just make sure he feels comfortable? Would he be there if your life fell apart tomorrow? You don't have to wait for proof. The red flags are already there. If you love yourself, leave now, before you lose pieces of your mind, your heart, and your identity. Trying to decode a man who has never been meant to be held. There is no version of yourself, not the strongest, most beautiful, or most forgiving, can fix a man who's addicted to power over your soul. Find someone who doesn't destroy the people who love him. Those who looked up to him, I know your experience may have been different. Some of you found comfort in his content, maybe even hope when you needed him the most, and I won't take that from you. But the truth I've shared here is mine. It may be hard to read, it may even be harder to live through and write about. If this changes how you see him, I'm sorry for that takes out from you. But I couldn't keep swallowing my pain, just to protect the version of him in the world wanted to believe in. I know everyone will be ready to hear this. I know not everyone will be ready to hear this. Some will deny it, some will defend him, some will twist it into something it's not. Because facing the truth is hard. Then holding on to the version they were shown. People will say that they always do. I didn't write this for them. I wrote it because I was there and they weren't. That's the only difference that matters. No extra words, no permission, no apology, just truth. My God. Let's go back. Let's see. One thing she is right is we don't know. We do not know anything. It's just hearsay. Even with the messages and everything. It's not even a lie. It's just, I don't want to say this because I want to believe. But it's so cherry picked. Like, sure, we don't know a lot about this, but what you're doing is putting a lens over the camera. Take it off. Show everything. Don't be scared now. You're showing this. Of course you think that this is going to do something for the truth, but we need hard truth. We don't need, this happened, here's a little message. No, we need, this is what happened, here's everything. But we're not getting that. Let's keep going. This is the hardest evidence about them being together. They were together. I didn't deny it at all, really. expected that. I don't believe this is like anything like, oh, this isn't real. Like, this is real. I believe it is. Is everything real? I doubt it. And I don't want to say that, but it's really doubtable how everything is going on, how she's formatting this whole thing with talking to Cory up front, but then switching back to us. It's just, it's one of two things. This is a jumbled mess, and it's really just nothing. Or she's in a really tough place, and how she formats things is not on the top of her mind. And it shouldn't be, really. But to me, it really is. I don't know why. Let's just do a little more deep diving. You see, and this is the shit, dude. Like, yes, dude. If you are saying this, shut up. Shut up. No one wants to hear your bullshit. This is serious. Don't be like, oh, he's a fucking weirdo. Ugh, I ain't been new about this. You guys are not now just for your. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up so badly, because you are not. This is not rage bait anymore. This is so seriously, and so many people are just mental. The way they're like, yeah, I'm kind of new about this. Shut up. You're not funny. You're not unique. This is literally the most serious thing you can ever think about talking about. And you are saying, yeah, he was always kind of a weirdo. Just shut up. And most of these people should not be giving opinions. Even I shouldn't be. But this is my platform. So, and I feel like I should be using it, not to just be like, oh, cool, guys. That's happening. Anyways, no. Yeah. Dude, like, let's just keep scrolling. Okay. Yeah. I'm just reading through these, man. God, no wonder why my Twitter is just full of memes. I'm glad I'm not like these people. Yeah, that's enough degenerosity? Yeah. For one day. I think I'm done. What comes out comes out. I hope you guys learn something from this. If it's fake, learn to stop taking things at face value and maybe critical think. If it is real, guys, do not, and I repeat, do not think that YouTubers, like, just overall, are your friends. Please stop thinking that. And I'm a YouTuber, but do not think that all of these people care about you. To them, you are a number. a subscriber, a like, a view. You are not a human. You are just another pillar to their wealth. You're just another nail to their framing. So please think who you are supporting. This is a big learning time for me too. But everyone makes mistakes. This is not me defending Cory. This is me talking to the people who, like me, supported him through a long time. Everyone makes mistakes. People supported P. Diddy, R. Kelly, OJ, and we see how that is now. Please stay careful. Be careful. Love yourself overall. Because at the end of the day, no one will be there but you. Trust yourself more than anything. Trust your gut. I hope you guys did learn something. I'm not gonna ask you to like or subscribe because this is not the time. I do not care. I care for the truth. And even if this is not my life, not only does, if this is real, the woman who did make this deserves to listen to you apologizing and telling the truth. If this is not real, the woman needs to take back everything you said, tell the truth, and let's move on. Let's stop trying to play victim. Because it is not quirky, it is not funny. People actually hurt from this shit. I know them personally. I am being for real. I am taking off the content creator mask and actually talking to you face to face. This shit is not something to play around with. Now, if you think this is a joke, please never support me ever again. I do not want to do anything with you. If you pick a side, that is cool. You pick a side. I am not going to judge you, but I will judge how you react after the truth comes out from either side. I hope you guys are careful out there, and I hope the truth comes out. Stay safe, and I hope that next time we meet, it will be for better, and not for worse. But for now, I'm glad you stuck with me. Bye.